Good morning and welcome to our very special broadcast as Karnataka decides WION decodes. In a few hours from now, we'll know what the southern state of Karnataka has decided, whether the BJP will open its account or whether the Congress will retain one of its last big bastions. And Palki Sharma Upadhyay.
I'm Karnataka Sharma and we'll tell you why Karnataka is important, why Karnataka makes a difference, why this state is important for both 2019 Lok Sabha elections and how Karnataka is going to set the stage for upcoming assembly elections in all three states in North India.
Absolutely. Through the next few hours, as the results trickle in, we will decode not only the political implications of today's result, but also what it means for the common man of Karnataka. The people of that state have spoken. It all comes down to today. Whether the months of rigorous canvassing and the high-pitched slogans worked or not. In whose favour did it work? It will be in fact clear in a few hours from now. Counting for votes in 222 assembly constituencies in Karnataka begins in about an hour from now, 8 a.m. onwards. Election Commission says that it is set with all the arrangements for counting of votes at 38 centres across 30 districts in the state of Karnataka.
The trends are expected to start trickling in within an hour of commencement of the counting. While results in its entirety are expected to be out by afternoon, robust security arrangements have been put in place and a total of 16,662 personnel have been deployed to oversee the counting process. 2,622 candidates, including 217 women, were in the fray, as polls were conducted in 222 out of 224 constituencies across Karnataka.
Elections in the R.R. Nagar constituency were deferred following reports of alleged electoral malpractices. The Jayanagar seat, where polls were countermanded after the death of a BJP candidate, will also vote later. Political parties would be hooked to the trends as and when they start filtering in. But if we are to take exit poll projections into consideration, Karnataka is headed for a hung assembly, with many surveys predicting the BJP as the single largest party. In all likelihood, though, H.D. Devegowda's JDS will play the role of the kingmaker in the event of a fractured mandate. If the verdict swings in favour of the Congress and the party manages to get a majority, the grand old party will have broken the jinx of no political party winning 2 consecutive terms since 1985. It will be the first in 33 years. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has already said that he is open to making way for a Dalit leader to head the state if his party so decides. With many reading it as the Congress's bid to keep doors open to stitch an alliance with the JDS if the need arises. Remember, if the Congress party is to do this, the JDS is most likely going to press for a Dalit leader to be Chief Minister of Karnataka. Siddaramaiah's ties with Devegowda's party continue to be strained, but it's difficult to suggest which way JDS will eventually swing if the state of Karnataka throws up a hung assembly.
As in the past, the party has had partnered with both Bharatiya Janata Party and Congress. A win for Congress is crucial as Karnataka is the only major state in its grip after Punjab. However, a win for Bharatiya Janata Party is likely to reaffirm faith in the charismatic leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has led BJP to victory in one state after another. And let's go across to our reporter. I'm joined by Jessica Taneja, who is in Bengaluru, Nishchita Virendra, Pragya Jha, all three of them, Siddharth Sibal from Delhi and Nagin from the Congress office. But coming to you, Pragya first, just set the election for us. What is expected in Bengaluru? Where do you see and how do you see the political developments to pan out in next 4 to 5 hours?
I'm standing outside the JDS office here in Bengaluru, standing outside the party that is expected to play the role of a kingmaker. So far, there is much silence around. The first trends are expected to trickle in post 9 a.m. and we are expecting that then there will be some kind of movement around here in the office. Of course, the importance of this party, the regional party here, the Janata Dal Secular, cannot be set aside because we're expecting that close to 20 to 24 seats will be taken by the party and hence they'll play the role of kingmaker, and they wouldn't want to lose their relevance here in this case.
Nishita, there's a storm warning for Karnataka today from the Met Department, but a bigger storm may be coming on the political scene there. What is the mood like this morning?
Well, the mood is what has been for the last few months. No one has been able to call the results of these elections, and that is what has made the 2018 Karnataka Assembly elections all the more exciting. Several traditions that Karnataka has maintained over subsequent assembly elections of never bringing a government back to power in over 35 years, over never re-electing, over a chief minister not completing his tenure in 40 years, and that happening for the first time this time around. And secondly, the state of Karnataka voting against the national trend. So at least one of those traditions will be broken today, and as we reach probably around 10 or 11 a.m. we'll get to know some sort of trends. Counting is expected to begin at 8 a.m. It will start off with postal ballots as usual. It is believed to be a neck-to-neck competition between the BJP as well as the Congress. We have seen a whole plethora of exit polls that have predicted a whole spectrum of results. Clearly, they have not been of much help to the state of Karnataka. But the citizens here being largely silent, it is an absolutely waveless election, or what we may call a silent wave election, depending on what results come about. Speaking of what is at stake for the Congress, it is a lot more than the BJP. It is the biggest state that they hold, and a loss here ahead of the 2019 elections could probably crush the morale of the Congress cadres, at least down south, at least in Karnataka, because they have been on the offensive. They have not been on the sidelines like many other states in India. In Karnataka, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has managed to dictate the narrative for most part of it.
Nishita, both Ghulam Nabi Azad and Ashok Gehlot have landed in Bengaluru. Any update on them? Whom are they meeting?
Yes, Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad, Ashok Gehlot as well as K.S. Venugopal have been in Bengaluru since yesterday, and if we may read through it, then we can say that it seems like Congress has learned from its Goa mistakes, where Amit Shah had swiftly acted and formed the government despite Congress having bigger numbers than the BJP, and this time around with predictions of a hung assembly, it seems like Congress does not want to take any chances, and precisely the reason why Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, who was supposed to leave for Mysuru last night at around 9:30. His flight was ready from the HAL airport. At the very last moment, which is at 9 p.m., he decided to cancel his visit to Mysuru and is stationed in Bengaluru itself. And we also understand, as per our sources, close to 15 independent candidates who are probably short winners have also been in touch with the Congress camp because there is a very good chance that they will need to pull in a few independent candidates, and hence all these three national leaders have come down. As we know, Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad is also known as the troubleshooter for the Congress. So they have been brought in, and once the trends start clearing up by 11 a.m., we can expect the talks to begin. In the last few days, we know Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy has also set up camp in Singapore. Of course, he's back now. There were murmurs during the rounds that probably he has gone to Singapore to hold talks regarding any possible alliance. As we know, Kumaraswamy is believed to have been warming up to the BJP much before elections itself. He has gone on to state in interviews as well, when it comes to democracy, Congress is the bigger of the two evils when you compare BJP and Congress. So hectic talks are expected, parleys are expected, horse trading if it is a hung assembly in the state of Karnataka. But we will definitely get to know by around 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. as to what the trends have in store for us.
And Jessica, if it is a hung assembly, correct me if I'm wrong, it'll be the first time since 2004. And while all sides have written off the exit poll results, one can only assume how busy this weekend and Monday has been for all the three parties, JDS, the Congress and the BJP. What have you picked up on the ground?
Well, Balki, we're outside the BJP headquarters here in Bengaluru in Karnataka, and the buzz around here is surprisingly very different, where we know that Amit Shah right now is in Goa, closely monitoring as to what will happen today. In a matter of a few hours, we'll know as to which way is Karnataka going. Is this going towards Congress or BJP, or possible giving the JDS an opportunity to play the kingmaker here. So when it comes to the BJP, they're acting very swiftly, but at this point in time, there's
there's a lot at stake for the Congress, but the BJP is acting up and waiting for the opportunity, in fact, where it can go right again when it comes to the Karnataka elections. Remember, this will be an important stronghold for the BJP. It will make their first step in the southern states of the country, where it can actually make a mark. But if you're reading the papers this morning, of course, there's a major prediction that hung assembly is a possibility, and if that takes place, the BJP is going to be acting up very swiftly, just the way it has done in the past.